since Donald Trump threat to Nigeria, now I know say many Nigeria people no know book. Many Nigeria people no get sense since Trump threatened Nigeria. Many of you don't even know the rationale behind this threat. Now, I will explain to you what is the evil intention of the US. I have been following trends of what have been happening in Nigeria over for some time now. Not too long ago, Dangote announced that those of you holding dollar should go and sell because it will crash very soon. Not also long ago, Tinubu announced that very soon they will start the sales of buying tickets in dollars. Just look at the whole thing. And another reason also, since President Tinubu came into power, he has not appointed any ambassador to the US. That is to tell you that President Tinubu is shifting focus from the US. And President Trump is not happy with it. The United States, they are not happy with it. And since President Tinubu came in, he has reduced our dependence from US. Our trade and relation with US have reduced drastically. He has now shifted focus to China. Our US trade have dropped. And presently now, United States have started buying PMS petrol from Nigeria, refined petrol from Dangote refinery. What are all this telling you? There was a time, if you could remember, that the advisory to Donald Trump told President Trump to tell Nigeria that they need to set a base in Nigeria. The rumor came one time that US want to set a base in Nigeria. And the federal government rejected it. And you know where they wanted to set their base? In Port Harcourt. They said that they will set their base in Nigeria to deter Boko Haram. But their base wants to be in Port Harcourt, oil-rich city. Not in Benue, not in Borno, but in Port Harcourt. What is that telling you? Also, Nigeria is Africa's largest receiver for Chinese construction and financing. Just only in 2025 alone, Chinese have invested $21 billion in Nigeria. And Nigeria and China just recently signed a $3.5 billion deal. And US are not happy with it. President Trump is not happy with it. And if this deal should continue like this, Nigeria economy will be more stable. And China will expand in Africa because they are dealing with the largest populous country in Africa. And one of the richest populous country in Africa. So President Trump is not happy. And China is one of President Trump's major economic enemy. So what is President Trump's solution? If Nigeria is ruined, China investment will be ruined and China will not expand. So what did he come up with? No other thing like genocide of Christians in Nigeria. Whereas people living in Nigeria knows very well that there is nothing like genocide of Christians. He's not talking about insecurity. He's talking about genocide of Christians. If he's talking about insecurity in Nigeria, we will understand that, okay, at least the government needs to put in more effort. But he's talking of genocides of Christians. Where are the genocides of Christians in Nigeria? Where? You can see that USA, they are not interested in helping Nigeria. They just want to bring Nigeria down. Or they want Nigeria to sign a good partnership deal with them. That is why President Tinubu is sending high-level delegates. And also President Tinubu have decided to appoint the ambassador to the US. Because President Trump is not happy. Not to talk about President Tinubu refusing Venezuelan refugees not too long ago. So the man is not happy with President Tinubu. He knows that if this man should continue, he will take Nigeria to a far greater height, and they don't want it. But I tell you, Nigeria will continue to be great, and Nigeria is a great nation. We will not be deterred by this. I have said my own.